So about 24 years ago, I was in the same spot most of you all are in right now. I attended St. Mary's Anglican Primary School. Anybody knows where that is? This is in Tacarigua. And I went in the exam in 1999, 2000, 2000, that school, that year. Um, and I was the last person to write. Anybody know what the exam was called before SE? Right now, you all have to write an exam called SE, Secondary Entrance Assessment. Before SE, there was another exam that your parents may know about. Some of your parents may know about, called Common Entrance. That was what I wrote. I was the last person to write Common Entrance, and Common Entrance was an interesting exam compared to your exam because Common Entrance was a multiple choice. Was a multiple choice. So we used to have to shade the answer A, B, C, or D, and you go and you shade the answer. So my mother sent me into the exam room armed with an apple, and I made my village proud. I did the best I can. And after results came out, I passed for Presentation College Shogunas. So a lot of you may not know this, but I am actually former Pres student. I went here for 7 years. How many of you all want to go to Presentation College Shogunas? So the process of examination and studying and trying to do your best, and the stress of knowing that this is such an important and pivotal exam is not new to me, and it's not new to adults as well. Sometimes it takes a little while for me to try and put myself in your shoes and feel the emotion of how it feels, but I know how it feels. I'm teaching a lot of students, so I want to encourage you as we in the last few with the dying embers of this studying process for the SE to give it your best shot. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. You can do it. During this last 2 weeks, I'm getting messages from parents what's best to do, is the best studying approach. Right now, by far the best studying approach in mathematics is going over stuff you have done already. So most of you all would know between 80 to 100% of the maths questions that can come. Right now, it's better to secure what you know really good than to go trying to scramble up something brand new. So I'm not saying to go and learn everything, right? So if there's still something like some fractions thing or unequal sharing or something that you still need to go over, do that. But one of the most important things you can do now is go over actual papers you did already and do over all the mistakes. Without watching the solution, do over all the mistakes. That is one of the most important things you can do right now. It will increase your speed and it will reduce the level of mistakes that you make in the exams. Do you know a huge chunk of the marks that students lose in maths exams is due to mistakes? So you want to avoid losing marks to mistakes. All right. I want you all to type "I've got this" in the chat. This is our second to last session. Type some version of "I've got this" in the chat and let's look to start. We see lots of questions, but we'll take the questions in the ending. Right? There we go. So remember, we're going at a little faster track now. It's a revision session, not a full-on teaching session, right? So write down the value of the underlying digit in the place. Okay, this digit is underlined. What is the value of that digit? It's in the tens of thousands. So it's 50,000. write down the largest prime number in the box below. We already know 91 is not a prime number, and you know SCA loves to bring 91. It's not a prime number. 63 is not a prime number. Certain numbers you could watch and eliminate them one time, right? Is 89 a prime number? That's interesting. Between 89 and 67. Is 67 a prime number? Is 89 or 67 a prime number? So we need to start to rack our brains to see if 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of these can go into 89, 8, 9, 10, 11. The full 12 timetables, we never saw 89 in it. What about 13? So we need to check if you discover some new number in the exam. I would check the prime number. So I'll check to see if 13 could go into 89, and 13 times, let's say 13 times 5 is 65. 13 times 6 is how much? 13 times 7, 13 times 8. The reason I'm skipping all of these is because they don't end in 9. So 89, 13 can go into 89. 13 times 6, 13 times 7, 13 times, nope. 89, 13 can go into it. 15, 16, 17 can go into 89. This is our last bet. 7, when 7 drops a 9, it's 7. So 17 times 7 is the logical. That's how I'll get a 9 there, but this goes too high. So we have checked 89, and we can see that there's no number that can go into 89 except 89 and itself. No number. Any other prime number. If it was another prime number, it would have been there would have been a number multiplied by the prime number that we know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 89. 89 is the largest prime number. So now you can memorize that 89 is a prime number. What percentage of the shape below is shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 out of 10 multiplied by 100 over 1 will give me 60%. Check it and make sure. Calculate the values of the bills and coins below. We want our answers in dollars. So we have 20, 50, 20. That's already $90. We have 151. That's already $7. And now we have 25, 25, 10. That's 60 cents. So $97.60. So $97.60. 3 cannot go into 89. I've seen somebody saying 3 could go into 89. You could try. Do we know why 3 can go into 89 immediately? Because these digits don't add up to give you a number that's divisible by 3. And we went through this in one of the earlier sessions. If 5/9 of a number is 155, what is the number? 5/9 of the number is 155. So the whole is 155 multiplied by 9 over 5, the reciprocal. And how many times can 5 go into 155? 5 can go into 155, 3 to the 1 times. 31 times 9, 9 3 are 27, so 279. 279 is the answer. Well done. Anybody on Facebook? I'm seeing some likes and stuff on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, press like or heart on your videos so I can see you. YouTube people, you're organizing likes and stuff as well. At 2.49 and 5.65. Oh, easy thing then. 2.49 and 5.65. We have a 4 there. From the 14, we bring across the 1, you'll have 10. 1, bring across the 1, that's 11. So 8.14. Very nice. Very nice. We cooking with Ramco gas. A clock is shown below. Right? The time shown in the clock in digital notation. The first hand to watch at all times is the hour hand. And you're trying to see which hour it has passed. It has already passed, seems to have already passed 2. So it's somewhere past 2. How much past 2 is it? You use the minute hand. We know this is half an hour. So 35:40. So it's 2:40 is the correct answer. Not 3:40. I've still seen a couple of people saying 3. It's not the hour it's pointed closest to. Yes, it's closest to 3, but it's you always use the hour it's just past. You can only use what it's past. It's coming up to 3, so it's not yet 3:40. If you hear any screaming in the background, my children are here. Zion is in the house. Calculate 70% of 600. 70% of 600. So we want 70 over 100 multiplied by 600 over 1. In the end, we just end up multiplying 6 by 7, 42, and bring back a 0. So 420. 420, that number rings a bell. Parents. 29.4 divided by 7. 29.4 divided by 7, so 7 into 29.4. 7 can go into 29 a certain number of times. Is it 4 times? 4 7s are 28. And 7 can go into 14 2 times, so it's 4.2. Wow! They're quick. They're fast. Shekinah, Tristle, well, I Colleen, Ryan. Lots of people on the answers. Complete the statement below. 2.41 meters is the same as 241 centimeters. You multiply by 100 to change to centimeters. 2.41. All right. There's a little error in my answer sheet. Just give me a second. The length of a screw and nail are shown below. What is the difference between the screw and the nail? So the screw's length is, it's stopped at, what is that number there, class? 34.1234567 34.8, that's the end, minus, hey, I don't need to do this. I don't need to work out the length of the screw and the length of the nail, since both of them start in the same spot. I could just work out this difference right here. So the screw ends there, and the nail ends at 36.5. So the difference is 36.5 minus 34.8. And you are correct in saying that it's 1.7. How many of you all got 1.7? 1.7 centimeters is good. How many 150 milliliter servings would you get from a bottle of wine containing? Okay, didn't even have a conversion. It didn't even have a conversion. So we just need to divide. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. How much times can 15 go into 120? 8 times. Well, you know, only 15 times table, boy. So 8 servings. Or you can continue to reduce until you see something clear. 2 objects balance the scale below. What is the mass of the oval object? Well, the total here is 5 kg. And you add them up. And to find the missing mass, we need to subtract. 5 kg is the same as 5,000 grams. We know this conversion at the back of our hand. We know it better than the back of our hand, because I don't really know the back of my hand. 5,000 minus 1850. Let me just do some little slaps, that, boom, bang, 5013, 3150. 3150 and they wanted the answer in grams, so don't play it in 3.1. No. It's in grams. Consider the diagram below. These two angles which are more than 90. There are two ways to list this. You could say angle DAB, parallel hat to the A, and angle DCB. We all taught two ways to list the angles, or you can say angle at A and angle at C. Right? These two angles are more than 90. Complete, and they are interior angles, to just be very clear. Interior angles at A. Complete the bill below. Well, this is the total. We're missing this, so we need to add up. So far, we have 1270 plus 2225. By the way, use capital letters. So don't come here and put A and C. When you're talking about angles or points or vertices, you use capital letters. When you're talking about lines, you can use the common letters. P, Q, R, you can use common letters for the lines. Very important. 95 for 34.95 so far. 34.95 so far. So what you call these things? The mitts or the gloves. Gloves is going to be 53.80 minus the 34.95. Once again, we have to do a little ratchet fee here. This is going to be 52, 18, 17, 1. And when we subtract everything, we should end up with, yes, 18.85. 18.85. Double check your subtractions. I'm not going through individual subtractions anymore. So I know you all can do your subtraction, right? Oh my gosh, they bring my cooler question in the section 1. What is this? Not the cooler question in section 1. Wait. You're a little confused there. Now looking like a touch of all the points, people. I know always want to see me use a ruler and thing. I promise for the last class, I'm using the ruler. Let me ruler here. Now for now, freehanding this one. Freehand this in the exam, otherwise they will freehand your maths. So make sure and use a ruler in the exam. Don't let them freehand your maths. Not too bad, not too bad. What do you think? Not too bad. I can teach maths for you. You see, this line making me think to go here for some reason. Right? But no, you shouldn't. You should go like this because I'm doing this part here. Wait, wait, I think I set this in the wrong spot. Yeah, I set it in the wrong spot. It goes all the way to. So it should go like this too. Anybody else see now sizing up to make a deadly mistake there? Anybody else seeing that? And now we have some kind of spaceship here. It clearly looks like it's about to explore the universe. Alright. I think we're good there. It's feeling symmetrical. After you done draw it, you're supposed to take a deep breath, I guess, and see if you smell any symmetricalness. The cross section of the prism shown below is a triangle. A triangular prism. I was ready for this. 2.5 decades now I'm ready for this, bro. The tally chart below shows the favorite. Use the ruler, use the ruler. While in my case, they use a ruler, so I'm glad to see. I want to just say big up Ronnie for this comment. It means a lot. I was really trying my best. I'm be putting in the best work here. Comedy is the next answer here. Which movie genre represents the mode? Most frequent comedy. Comedy. Which one are they like out of these? I might go with, yeah, maybe comedy or mystery. Oh, no, fantasy. Very epic fantasy movie. Horror, I could take the time. I don't mind horror, but it's not necessarily like I will be running on toward the horror. All right, so Marissa has 13 pairs of footwear. All of her footwear are either shoes or sandals. She has 3 less sandals than shoes. How many pairs? This is actually an equal sharing question, and it's just a very easy one. So the excess is 3, right? So which one you have more? Shoes? The shoes has a +3 compared to the sandals. It's just a very easy and equal sharing question. So what you have to do, remove the excess. End up with 10. Now you have 2 parts. So 2 parts equal 10. 1 part would be equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5. How many shoes? The shoes is 5 plus the 3. Therefore, shoes is equal to 8 pairs of shoes. Why are we getting so many different answers in the chat? This was the first question. I see a lot of people get wrong. Some people saying 5. Or maybe I was answering my question from before. I hope you was answering my question from before class. And you know how to do all the unequal share, right? Number 20, complete the pictograph below. Some of you all, there's a group of students here. As soon as we reach in section 3 days, go and eat their Sunday lunch. I see it in the numbers, like about 20, 30 students. Just say, all right, you're on section 3, that is not for me. It's just true. Big of yourself if you're last up until section 3. Congratulations. Complete the pictograph below for a class of 40 students. And this is 4 students. So I expect to see 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we are assuming that the missing part, the question didn't really specify, we're assuming that the missing part is here. 8, 9, 10. So we need 3 circles to make up 10. Why do we know it's 10 circles? Because each circle represents 4 students and then 40 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're cooking with Rambo gas. Is that correct, class? Okay, section 2. Did we reach in 20 minutes? Kind of. Give or take. Remember, I gave a little talking in the beginning. So yeah, basically 20 minutes. Now we need to add, so let's add the whole numbers. Oh, it's 3 numbers this time? That's just more fun, man. That's just more fun. So that's 6. Now we need to add the fractions. And that's going to be a piece of cake. Well, this one we should switch to 4 so that we can add it just so, right? So the equivalent fraction here, only equivalent fraction here, that is 4. Well, 2 could go into 4 2 times, so 2 quarters, right? Plus 3, 4. Now I can just add them up and I'll get 6 quarters. So this is an improper fraction. So I can switch this to 1.5 or 1 2/4, which is 1.5. And this one could make the journey across the wilderness. Ta-da! To come and present himself here and say, this is 6 plus 1. So he has now 7. So the answer is 7.5. 7.5. All right. Out of the first 20 questions in section 1, give me a rating. What mark do you normally get out of 20 in the first section? Are you getting 20 out of 20? I was speaking to my class yesterday and I was saying that everyone should be trying to get 20 out of 20 in the first section. Most of the time you lose a mark in the first section is some kind of mistake you're doing. Eliminate mistakes. 5/8 of a number is 35. What is a quarter of the same number? So 5/8 equals 35. So the whole is the reciprocal multiplied. So you multiply the number by the reciprocal. And I can very quickly see that this is 6. I could have leave it to it. So it's 1/4, a quarter of 56. Or I could say a quarter of 35 times the 8/5. Because this is the 56. And now I'll have the 2 here. 5 into 35, 7, and I get 40. Or if I find a quarter of 56, I will still get 40. Yes. 2 ways to do it, right? Rachel washed 25 dishes. She was 5/7 of the dishes that Greta washed. How many dishes did the 2 girls wash all together? So 5/7 represents 25. Whole, I feel like there's a faster way to do this. The whole will be what? (25) minus 7/5. Notice how this number usually conveniently breaks down here. 5/75. So we have 35. So altogether, it's 35. That's Greta. Plus 25. That's Rachel. That's 60 dishes, bro. 60 dishes altogether. 24. The seats in an auditorium are numbered in sequence from 1 to. I saw somebody's pulling up just after saying something boring. Why is you all doing this question? Let me make a quick point. There's something which I call, watch this, see if you can figure out what I'm going to write here. Do you know in games there are different characteristics, like how much strength and HP and skill and dexterity and how good you could use the sword? You all ever play those kind of games? There's something called max stamina, and each person has a max stamina. You might have an English stamina too. Or ELA, let me just say ELA. ELA stamina. Then a creative writing stamina. What is your stamina? If it was out of 10, each one out of 10, how much you rank in here? And here what I mean by stamina. So this is your maths, this is your ELA, this is your creative writing. How much work can you do before you begin to get frustrated and bored and tired and I want to sleep and my belly hurting and my head hurting and again dizzy and all the other things? Right now, you need to try and push your stamina up. Now, let me tell you something. Maybe you've never heard this. When somebody is training, you ever run a 5K for your school about a marathon or a 5K, a long race, a really long race. When you're training to run the race, you start running and you get tired really quick. Maybe you could only make 1 lap around the savannah. You need to push yourself a little more, and then the next 2-3 days you find you run a little longer. And if you keep training, you start off at 1 lap and then you finish off at like 6 laps, you're running 6 laps. I myself saw that happening last year. I was trying to get back a little exercise back again and not just be teaching whole day. So my stamina increased. It's the same thing with maths. The more you practice, when you start to feel like, oh, I can't take no more. If you could just push a little bit more, the next time you're doing it, you will have more energy. So remember, and this is something that will have to last with you all the way in your education. Try and increase your stamina and your ability to study for long periods and remain focused for long periods. There are plenty different tricks you can do. I'll try to share some tricks next week to help increase your stamina. Right? Seeing some stamina levels come on here like Caleb, Suzette. Find maths only have the lowest stamina levels here. Oh no, creative writing is the lowest here with Aidan. Maths is 11 out of 10 grammar. John, you really like maths, boy, but you too like ELA. ELA is the best subject for me. You have both of the books, blessings. I hope you're using them. Alright. So let me go. Number 24. The seats in an auditorium are numbered in sequence from 1 to 224. There are 8 seats in each row. How many rows are there in the auditorium? 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how they start on 1 and not 0, otherwise you'll end up in a problem there. So 8 seats in each row, so I just need to divide 224 by 8, not so? 224 divided by 8, 8 will go into this 2 times, remaining 6. And 8 will go into 64, 8 times, so we have 28 rows. In which row can the seat number 85 be found? Well, let's divide 88 into 85 and we get 8, remainder 5. So it's not any 8 row. Sorry, 8 into 85. 8 into 85 is 1, 10. 10 remainder 5. 10 it's a 80 cooling. So alright, so remainder 5, right? Meaning we already completed the 10th row and we are now 5 down to the 10th row. In the 11th row, each row has 8 seats, right? Catch it? So we completed the 10th row and we are now 5 seats down into the 11th row. So the answer is 11. A lot of people will put 10 in this. How many of you all thought 10 in the beginning? Let me see if I see any 10 sneaking. Yeah, yes. Yes, I see some 10 sneaking in there. 11th row. Remember that type of question, so you know what to do. How will you find me going? You find me going at a nice speed? How will you find your speed is in the exam? Do you run out of time? The prices of 3 different toys are shown below. Drum set is 65, wind up is 40, robot is 75. Alright, cool. And toys looking like it's the right price. 2 drum set, 65 times 2, I can do that in my mind, man. That's $130. Let's put it in the same format they have it in. You have to do a little back work here. We know the robot costs 75 for one. Right? But we don't know how much you pay now. So we need to do a little add up, subtract ups there. Sofa, you notice how I like to use that sofa to just quickly build a statement. So far, we have 130 plus 120, which is $250. But we know we spent $475. We spent $475. So missing, right? You don't need to come with your night ball and come up with it once that elaborate right in the statement, but it needs to be clear and understandable. 475 minus 250 is 25 will go there. 225. So we know that this number must be 225. In fact, I believe we are responsible for filling this out because complete the table and there's a missing thing there. So we need to put that 225 in there. Now, since it's 75 for one robot, I immediately gravitate into the number 3 here. That's 3 times 75 is 225. 2 times 75 is 150. 3 times 75 is 225. Thank you, Jordan and Jeremiah and all the rest of persons who will see that there. There are 800 residents in a small town and 360 of them are children. What percentage of the residents are adults? So the adults has to be the remainder when I subtract the 360. That's 440. Verify, verify, 440 adults. So what percentage? To get percentage, you put the desired over the total and you multiply by 100 over 1. We have some nice breaking downs happening here. Yes, this is goodness. I believe 8 to go clean into that 440. Did I make a mistake? It's not 75, it's 65. No, it's 75. What is Camille talking about? This person wants me to call their name, but it seems like they are trying to trap me in saying something bad. So they only succeeded in becoming blocked. I'm here. Y'all getting 55%. It's kind of hot today. 8 can go into this 5 times, remainder 4, and then 5 again, so 55%. I'm back, I'm alive. So there are 600 pieces of fruit in the basket. So let me just make sure everything loaded up properly. Yes. There are 600 pieces of fruit in the basket, and 210 of them are apples. What percentage of the fruit? What percentage is not? Yeah, what percentage is not apples? So 600. This is not the same thing we just do. Isn't this like 390 then? And 390 over 600 by 100 over 1. Cross. How many times can 6? Did I say 65 or 55? 55 is the answer. How many times can 6 go into 390? 65. 6 into this 6 remainder 3. 65%. 65%. Lovely. Everybody good? If you're good, type are good. If you're best, type my best. 55% or it's a little more. 55% of the pieces of fruit in the basket are pineapple. How many of them are not? These questions suspicious. 55% of the fruit in the basket, 55% of the 600. So this is a reversal. 55 of the 600. $33, 330. That's how much of pineapple. How many are not pineapple? Then you'll subtract 2 again and you'll get 270. 600 minus 330. Not pineapple. I'm a pineapple the other. Not pineapple, only 270 pieces. Alright, so I kind of, as I said, I'm making short work of the subtraction and addition and thing, because I'm expecting you all to be able to subtract and add right now. It's more like the theory behind each question we're looking at. The flow, the algorithm. So Fiona bakes pastries over a period of 6 days. The number of pastries made follows a pattern shown in the table below. The number of pastries read on day 1 and day 2 are not shown. I don't know what it is, I just read this, so I had to read it again. Fiona bakes pastries over a period of 6 days. The number of pastries made follows a pattern. Oh, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. 3 and 4, 7, it went up by 7, it went up by 6, it went up by 5. I've been here before. I've been here before. Look at your parent or somebody in the room or anybody next to them, or if they need next room, shout out and tell them, I've been here before. I've been here before, because we have been here before. This has to go down by 4. This one will have to go down by 3, so you get 29. King Jerry, gaming, yeah. He know it. You see how we're going backwards? They keep adding, going up that way. So how many pastries are made all together? So the pattern is reducing by 1. We just make a little short note of that, and we can show this here or some kind of thing to show how we figured it out, right? And then we get a middle all together. So all together, we need to add these things. It seems like in every essay paper there is going to be one situation where you have to add a bunch of numbers like this. There's always like one situation where they really test your addition. Yeah. But I was ready for them. 2 decades now. I went to sleep last night and I was ready for this question. Okay, 9 and 2 is 11 and 6 is 17 and 1 is 18 and 7, 24 and 4, 28. Are they got 8 there or 9? Did I leave out something? 9, 3, 9, 3, 6, 1, 7, 4. 11, 12, 18, 29. Yes, 29. What did I leave out? Yes, something I left out here. So 29, bring across it 2, 4, and 6 is 10, 18, 18 and 5, 23, 23. Double check it out. 9 and 2 is 11. Now, this way it is a left. Okay, 9 and 2 is 11, 6. 9 and 2 is 11 right here, and 6 is 17, 18. Maybe when I do this, I did this wrong. Oh, yeah, I got one here, I got one here. That's 24. It was supposed to be 25 when I reach here, and then I only 4. Got it, got it. So, yes, it's 239. 239. Bang, bang. The carpenter uses 1¼ meters of wood to make a bookshelf. The carpenter made 9 bookshelves. How many meters of wood was used altogether? So 1¼ to make a whole bookshelf. That's a small bookshelf. That's 1 shelf bookshelf. That's 1 shelf. So if you made 9, you're really trying to divide 9 by 1¼ which is 1.25. There are a few ways to do this. I've seen a few ways I can like use the fraction and know that. I've seen a few ways. I don't know about you, but I've seen a few ways to solve this. But for now, there's another way where I can say 9 divided by 1¼ So 9 divided by 5/4. So 9 multiplied by 4/5. I feel like this is the faster way. Another way would be to make 900 over 125. Bring across the 0 and then bring across this point. And then you break it down to suit. Either way, you will end up with 9 by 4. Did I do this correctly? 9 divided by 1¼ meters away to meet 9 bookshelves. 9 divided by 1¼ The carpenter uses a 1¼ meters of wood to make a bookshelf. The carpenter makes 9 bookshelves. So 9 divided by 1¼ What is feeling weird about this? 1 by 4, 5. Oh! I was thinking that he used 9 meters of wood, but he made 9 bookshelves. So I need to state this a little better, and then I'll see what I need to do. You all understand what I was saying? I was thinking that he used 9 meters of wood, and I was finding how much bookshelves, but I'm trying to find how many meters of wood. So I had a brain freeze moment there. So 1 bookshelf is 1¼ So 9 bookshelves. 9 bookshelves is 1¼ multiplied by 9. So I'll end up with 5/4 multiplied by 9. The spidey senses will still with it. So how many meters of wood? 9 bookshelves. Yes, so this is making sense now. 9 5s are 45/4. 11¼ 11¼ 11¼ Or I can say 9 times 1.25. And just go ahead with this multiplication here. Those of you who like your little decimals. And you should end up in 11.25. So this answer or this answer will work. All right, I'm feeling good about that. How did I get 5 and 4? 1 by 4 is 4 plus 1 is 5. I changed the mixed number to an improper fraction. This to be my thing now. Between which two whole numbers does your number lie? Well, this is 11.25, my friend. So it's between 11 and 12. It's right about there, so it's right here. That's 12, that's 11, it's a quarter away there. So it's between 11 and 12. And we keep on pumping. Number 30. We turn in the corner now. The shaded square. The shaded square on one. It has so much Josiah's in Trinidad, they're frightening one Josiah. So the shaded square on 1 meter grid below represents a block of ice. The ice block is 1/9 of the area of the skating rink. Draw the square skating rink and shade its area. So why do I have to put the block inside a grid? That's so confusing. 1/9. This is 1/9. So if I need to draw the whole skating rink, I need 9 of these blocks. And it's square. So I need 9 blocks. So I need a 3 by 3. I need a 3 by 3 here. What do you think? Use the ruler or don't use the ruler? Should I use the ruler or not use the ruler? I think you should not use the ruler. Take a little snaps there. Piece all day. Earlier, I had to use the ruler for CXC. Right now, I on YouTube, and CXC is not watching me. I hear me CXC, SE. Let's see what happening there. All kind of fancy thing going. Wonders of copy and paste. So really and truly, I want to make something that will cover up like this. How many of you all knew something like this we coming for? Now, I don't think you need to draw the internal squares. So really, you just want to draw this line. That red line is all that you need to do. You don't need to copy and cut and paste out things in and we put your glue and thing in the exam. And of course, you're using a ruler to make the thing look good. So you use a ruler. Oh, I'll say maybe better. We can live. I have power to this. So it's be looking like this. So it's supposed to be looking. See how straight my ruler is here? All the ruler people, the demanders of ruler. What we here? Good. This is an incomplete triangle. Triangle has 2 equal angles. There are 2 ways we can do this. We can do it like this. How many of you all know that? We can do it like that. Because this is a right angle here. And these 2 angles are equal because this is an isosceles triangle. So that's one way we can do it. Or we could also make the triangle. That's not a ruler, that's not a eraser, that's a highlight. You could also make the triangle to look like low rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just make it sure the thing balance properly. Yes, use a ruler. Some ruler demanding crew. Yes, this should have been done using a ruler. Can we name the ruler not better thing? Ruler name Ben, and then say they don't use him. All right, ruler squad. If we take 10 years to finish the class, it's the ruler squad fault. They demanded that the ruler be used. So we can also create a triangle that looks like, and I think most people will make a triangle looking like this one. How fresh the line is look when you report the ruler now. When you report Ben. How Ben and them lines looking now. Fresh. Ruler crew, are you happy now? Sleep. The shape below is made up of 8 dots connected by 8 lines of equal length. What is the name of the shape? Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. Are going up any numbers there? There are no two-sided shape. I don't know. I can look all over and see if I can find a two-sided shape. I know it's a triangle, not square, but a quadrilateral to cover all types of four-sided shapes. Pentagon, hexagon, and then what is called the 7th heptagon, and 8th octopus, octagon, gun means shape or some kind of thing. And you gotta look up what gun means. For sides, what does gun mean? What does gun in octagon mean? Gun means sides. Gun means sides. In case you ever wanted to know, gun means sides. So 5 sides, 6 sides, 7 sides, 8 sides. Calculate the perimeter of half the shape. But then you can't use the word perimeter here. So we need to rephrase that question. Perimeter always means the distance around. So you can see the perimeter of half the shape. Because that would mean that we would need to find this value here. That's the perimeter of half the shape. And I'm pretty sure they don't want you all to find this. That's a problem. That's a CXC problem. So calculate the value of half the perimeter is a better way to write this question. Why is you all doing it? And you do it up in the background here. This is better written as calculate the value of half the perimeter. So 13, 13, 13, 13, that's half. 4 by 13. 13 times 4 is none other than our good number 56 centimeters. 3 4s are 12. Don't make all this. 52. So, oh my God. What is this? Okay, so let me go. It seems like they're just running out of ideas now. Running out of ideas because what in the world is this? What in the world? So we have the points here. I'll see now. It's weeks now we're doing this. 11 weeks now. Use the ruler. I'll wake it to say use the ruler. Alright, it's 11 week. Fine, we use the ruler. Wow, boy, ruler squad. This ruler paying all their money. So use the ruler in this is doing a real drawing. So they can take a nap while I'm doing this. Let me just change the color, just for color sake. Blue. Let me see if I can find other lines that will follow this same kind of angle. Yeah, look, we have another line here. Because every time I move the angle in this ruler, it takes 10 years. And that's why it doesn't use the ruler and it's stress now. think it has some of that thing to go here. So don't worry, Ali, the shape coming to come. I just doing weird sides at a time. Now, like this here. So I hope I don't make no mistakes in this because I will just scroll past it. I would. Mistakes. What is mistakes? Never see me make a mistake before? Never. Never. Everyone makes mistakes. It's completely fine to make a mistake, you know. Never make anybody, no, let anybody make you feel small for making a mistake. Maths, to learn maths, you have to make lots of mistakes. Otherwise, you could never learn maths. You know what I'm saying? To learn maths, you have to be prepared to make lots and lots and lots of mistakes. Otherwise, you can never learn maths. It's learning from mistakes. Did you know you didn't? When you were born, you didn't walk out the hospital and they had to carry you out the hospital. You learn how to walk. And to learn how to walk, you fall a lot of times. You fell a lot of times. So let me just double check the shape and see if I went the right way. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah. Let me that kind of zappity. Say, tell me if it's looking good. It's looking good? Looking like perfection. Gotta take the deep breath to see, and you're kind of watching it from the center line there. Yeah, you're looking. Hey, no, undo my hard work. You're looking good. What is that 18-sided shape called? You're going to have to look that up on Google, my friend. For a gardening project, a landscaper is required to plant a flower bed that has 8 meters long, 4 meters wide as shown. So apparently, they are showing us a flower bed here. Everybody say hello to the flower bed. Calculate the perimeter of the flower bed. Easy man thing. So perimeter is equal to 2 times 8 plus 4. That's how we get the perimeter of a rectangle. 2 times length plus width. So 24 then. 24. 2 times 12 then. 2 times 8 plus 4. Sometimes when you put the bracket like this, you can leave the multiplication sign out. So if all I ever see me do this, don't feel like I forget the multiplication sign. I leave it out because you don't really need it. The bracket itself means multiply. The landscaper places flower plants 5 centimeters apart along the outline of the shape. How many flower plants are needed? So I just need to double check something here with you. Right? If I have a 3-meter fence. Hold on. Listen to me. Listen. If I have a 3-meter fence and every meter I'm putting a plant, how many plants will I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know that? Always 3 meters, I'll have 4 plants. This is like the distance pattern questions. With the pole and the light and thing. So make note of that. But does it happen if you enclose the fence? So like if the 3 meters went around in a circle, how many plants will you have? Watch this. You will have, this is very important what I'm showing you here. This is life changing. 1, 2, 3 plants. Because you have 1 meter here, another meter there, and another meter there. So with distance pattern questions, when you enclose it, when it's a perimeter, you don't need to add 1. You can just divide like normal. Only when it's going along the road like a lamppost, those lamppost questions or the fence questions, and you want to find out how much posts you have to add 1. So some of you already know the add 1 trick, but you probably think you need to do it here. Oh no, you don't, because it's enclosed. What is happening is the first plant and the 4th plant are coming together to just make 1 plant there. So the landscaper places flower plants 50 centimeters apart. This is just a straight up division. So number of plants, and I don't need to add one because it's enclosed. It's going to be 200 and no, 2400, because that's meters, and I change it to centimeters, divided by 50. How much will I get? Bap, bap, bap. How much do I get? Yes, even if it's it doesn't matter. Once it's enclosed, it can be an oval, it can be a rectangle, it can be, once it's enclosed, a square. You don't need to add one. Five can go into 240 how much times? 48 times. I'm slowing down by 48 plants. 48 flower plants. And you do not need to add one. If you break open the garden or the perimeter and you put it out in a stretch like this, then this last plant would count. Or some people consider that the first plant, so I need to add one. But in this case, I don't need to add one. I don't need two. Using the space below, draw a rhombus. So my ruler tired. Ben is tired, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Now a rhombus is like the combination of a parallelogram and a square. So all the sides in a rhombus must be equal. Oh, you know, it's really nice. It's in my arm. So all of these here are rhombuses. But try and make a rhombus. Make sure all these sides are equal in your rhombus, right? Nah, ruler people. No. Give me two, ruler people, give me two properties of a rhombus. Oh, you see what Ben has been through for this class already? Give Ben a chance now, man. Give me some properties of a rhombus. There are four properties. Bang. So, we have one pair of opposite sides are parallel. All sides are equal. So these sides must be parallel to each other. All these sides must be equal. The opposite angles themselves must be equal. This angle is equal to that angle. This angle is equal to that angle. And two lines of symmetry. Now I want to change this to 2 because this can be conflicting. Two pair of opposite sides are parallel. You have two sides that are parallel to each other. Let me just make note of that. Two lines of symmetry is 100% correct. No, this goes like this goes like that. And there you have it. Ariel dropped that rhombus there without the help of Ben. So any two of these will make your life look nice. Make your maths look. Number 36, we coming down to the end. Paragraph visited 4 different stores in a mall. Store 1, store 2, 3. The total number of customers, wait. Right. Total number of customers visiting is 2,000. Giving a reason for answer, which store should be given more promotion to attract more customers? Well, yes. Come on. Talk to me. You ain't taking my reason. Now what? very likely in your paper, this seems to be the question in this paper, but in your paper, in the exam in SE, there's going to be a question that your teacher never taught you, something like this. And they're going to ask you to reason something out. So you need to, that's called critical thinking. You need to come up with something and you need to give me a good reason. So most people say in store 2 needs more promotion to increase the number of customers. How many customers visited? 2,000. This is the entire question. 2,000, 500, 200, 700. Sure. This doesn't even add up to 2,000. So you should make note of that because they told you 2,000. So only 1,700 customers entered the stores. So promotion will and now, I believe this answer can be correct, but the better answer for me is store 3. Store 3 attracts the most customers without any promotion. You understand that? So this means that's at this day, don't mind it looking like some kind of way good. This means it has the best product or services. Promoting this store would be the best way, to attract the remaining 300 customers. And I feel this is the answer they're looking for. Let's go. Number 37. Mrs. Khan went to a home goods store to buy items for her house. Here's the item she bought. She bought 6 towels and an odd number of bed sheets and rugs. The total bill was 550. Calculate the number of bed sheets and rugs versus time bought. Let's go, let's go. So we need to remove this 6 towels. What's the excess? Excess. As these 6 towels, we don't want that in there. It's 45 times 6. 600. So it's even more again, time by 6 4s at 24 plus 3. 270. And we need to subtract this from the total. Is that muffin I eat before I start this class getting tired? 550 minus 270 is none other than 245. 245. Okay. Stop. She bought an odd number. Stop, pay attention, an odd number of bed sheets and rugs. Some critical thinking going on here. Come on, you're thinking critically here. 55, 80. Notice this number ending in 5. Eh? So it's either she buy 1 or 3 here. But this can be 1 or 3 too. Can be 2, must be odd. So maybe she bought 1 of this and 1 of that. That wouldn't work. That can never make 245. 1 of this and 3 of this. 3. That's 240. So it had to be this way. 3 of this and 1 of that. Because 3 by 80 is already 240. So I want to test out this one. Let's see what happened there. Now let's see that. So 55 times 3 is 165 plus 80 times 1. Add up these two, you will get 245. She bought, why is in the chat? Oh, I understand if you understand this. She bought 3 bed sheets, 1 rug. Alright, just give me a second here. There are some spammers. Spammers jump out. They are out of their caves. Just give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna find these spammers there. King Jerry, what you doing? Alright. King Jerry, consider this your final one in them because you've been making some good comments sometimes, but sometimes you let the dark side get the better idea by King Jerry. Sometimes you just go on by. You gave King Jerry a last chance. Talk to him on it. Talk to him. Because this man says King Jerry, well, I've seen some spam from you here, King Jerry. King Jerry don't tell me is one of the key people. You know? King Jerry trying to live a street life, but sometimes the cave is just calling. Come. Jerry, behave yourself. At a flower shop, only roses and lilies are sold. There are 640 flowers in total, and the number of roses is 4 times the number of lilies. How many roses are there in the shop? We're going to have to read that again, because I still think about King Jerry and the cave. There are 640 flowers in total, the number of roses, 4 times the number of lilies. So we have lilies. And we got roses, man. But the number of lilies is 4 times the number of roses. How many roses? So 5 parts would be equal to 640. 1 part unequal sharing. 640 divided by 5. That's not. I hear weird noises in the background here, boy. 640 divided by 5, how much you'll get? 128. If I could into this 1 time, 2, 128. How many rows is that in the shop? Oh my gosh, I'll be the other way around. It's 4 times as many roses as lilies. 4 times the other way. I blame King Jerry for that. So the roses is going to be 128 times 4. So what is 128 times what? Hopefully I'll get 512 roses. I see my partner Kavir in the game here, but Kavir don't get nothing wrong, so that'll be 512. 4 times as many roses. The number of roses 4 times the number of lilies. Yes, so this is the correct way to have it. So I have the boxes there. Good thing this is 11th session because my handwriting is starting to fall off. 5/8 of the roses have bloomed nicely and the others have wilted. How many roses wilted? The 5/8 bloom. The remainder is 3/8 wilt. So therefore, that is 3/8 of the 512. 3/8 of 512 is how much, class? Careful, because I see now you're saying 64. Why are they saying 64? That's how much times 8 could go into 5 12s. Yeah. And then 3 times 64 is 192. 192 roses. Woo! Roses. So 64 times 3, 2, 1, 192. 192 roses is the way to go. Well done, well done, well done. A bouquet is made using 16 lilies. How many bouquets can be made using only lilies in the flower shop? Well, let me hope all the lilies survive now because it's 128 lilies. And the roses and them was wilting and all kind of thing. So it's 128 lilies from before. And you're making 60, you need 16 to make a bouquet. So we just need to divide 128 by 16. Which is 8. That'd be 5, that'd be 8. So you write up 5. 128 lilies we have. 128 lilies, yeah. And you need 16 of them to make a bouquet. So it's 128 divided by 16, which is 8. You can break it down and verify. Can be 5. The incomplete pattern, oh gosh, 3 marks. Explain the pattern rule. What is this? Up, left, down, up. What's in the rule? Left, down, up, left. Down. Okay. Let's see if we see something here. Up, left, down, up, left, down, up, left, down. Points up, then left, then down. Then this pattern is repeated 10 times up, left, down. And it's a whole. We need to do all of this. For the 25th element. Hold me, Lord. Hold me. Well, let me see. The third one, the sixth one, and the ninth one all point down. That's a big clue there. There's a big clue there. Which means multiples of 3 point down. And after a point down, another point up. After down is up. So what we're going to say is 25 divided by 3. 20 is 8. 24, right? 8 will mean now 1. So it means 24 points down and 25 must point up. Because after down is up. All multiples of 3 point down. Next, the closest multiple of 3 to 25 or before 25 is 24. So the 24th one was pointing down. And then the 25th one, which is after the 25, 24. 25th, which is after 20. 25th element, which is after the 24th element, must point up. So, that making sense for everybody? Well explained? Another thing, some students might say north, west, south, north, west, south. So some students might say it that way. If you say it that way, you shouldn't get it wrong. Oh, draw the 25th element. Nearly lost marks there, boy. Now, don't ask me to use the ruler in this. Don't ask me to use it. Come on, be able to yourself. State the position on which the pattern begins repeating for the 7th time. Do I have to? All right, okay. So the first times 3, first pattern, the second pattern will be right after. Understand what I need to do. I know what I need to do. So 7 times 3 is 21. 7 patterns here. So maybe I need to say 6 times 3 is 18. 6 patterns here. I catch you how going to this. Now the ruler that name Ben long time Javon, we named that ruler so long. So 7 times 3, and that's the popular name for rulers. 7 times 3 is 21. You understand what I'm doing here, class? What should I'm doing? I'm saying 1 pattern and 2 patterns. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 patterns, 3 times 3 is 9. So the 6th pattern will finish. 6 times 3 is 18. So the 7th pattern starts. Now with this starts already looking like streets. Starts at 19. 19 position. That's one way to do it. Even a longer way to do it would have been to just go through the patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the position 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns so far. So the 7th pattern starts in the 19th position. Let's see it now. If you're seeing it, type of seeing it now, sir. Seeing it now. So up, cross, down, up, left, down, up, left, down, up, left, down. I love this question because plenty of you all struggle with it. So I want you to take a little time with this question. Last question, boy. Good. After this, we need one more paper and then we home free. Well, I home free. I'll have to go and do the exam on the Wednesday. Exam is on a Wednesday, and the paragraph below shows the amount of sales made by 2 different departments in the store. During the course of 6 days, Department 1, Department 2. They fill in this graph, make sure you understand the paragraph. I find like Department 2 outselling Department 1 all the time. Alright, let me read some more. What is the difference between the amount of sales made by Department 1 and Department 2 on a Saturday? I'll give me some time with this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's tricky. Meaning the line, it's a little tricky. Because this has to be 4,200 here. 4,400. This in the word 46. Each one is actually 4. So this has to be, and I can use the divisions and see what we do is like it's 6,000 minus 4,000. It's 2,000. There's a space of 2,000 between here, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions. So you divide by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions. So each space represents 400. So let me see if I can put the reading here and tell me if you understand. 4400, then 4800. Then what do you think will go here? One of the tougher bar graphs to come so fine. Catch it? Seen it? So now we can read our thing proper. See if we can just do 6400 here too. So we know this is 6400. And this is in between 52 and 56. So this is 5400. Be real careful with it. Careful. So the difference on the Saturday, The difference is 6400 minus 5400, which is $1,000. Yes, dollars. Watch the label too, and sometimes this can be in terms of 1,000. I just realized it wouldn't matter for you all because that only happens in sales. You all need to put the units here. On which days is the difference between the amount of sales made by Department 1 and Department 2 is same? Oh. Yes, no, give me a little while. You see here to here and here to there, same difference. Wednesday and Tuesday. Notice that? And you could wait, is that correct? No, that's wrong. This went up by a half. No, this went up by a whole one to reach here. This just went up by a half. I need to find another situation. Tuesday and Friday. How about Tuesday and Friday? This went up by 400. I went up by 400 here too. Because I went from the middle to the middle. Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday. The difference was $400. This is the last question because I am tired. I am ready to tap out. On which day is the difference between the amount of sales made by Department 1 and Department 2 the largest? Let's go find the biggest difference. I think it's this one, you know. You don't see anyone bigger than this. 4442. Which was 244, which is 1,000. Tuesday. And the difference was 4442, which is 1,400. All right. Somebody wants me to double check number 38 with 8 bouquets. 8. Yeah, that was good. 38 was good. 190 divided 12. Yeah. And we the game. Love and blessings, people. So ends the second to last session. Next week I'll see you again. We are talking about going on next week. We will see. We shall see. Maybe I should touch on some hot button topics next week. Keep up the good work. I trust that you all are having fun with the past papers now. I'm not going to do too many shout outs today. I'll do a lot next week. I wish you the best in this upcoming week. One of the things that, I don't know if anybody will tell you this, but you should try to avoid getting sick. So if you have to wear a mask, if you have to make sure you're washing your hands, your partner coughing, you see, not today, bro. And yeah, you're just trying not to avoid getting sick because doing the exam sick and studying just before the exam and being sick, sometimes it can make you feel a little out of sorts. So try to stay healthy. And there's this cold that is going around that is very long. Love and blessings. Love and blessings, everybody. You should be seeing your name flashing across the screen. If you're sick now, you still have time to get well in time for exam. Jerry, congratulations for not going back into any cave activities. Shout out to Gasparello and Freeport. I can't remember coming to this school. I visited a few schools. If you're interested, if there are any teachers interested, feel free to reach out via, you can just check me on my social media and you can reach out, or you can use this number. Maybe even after exams, I'll continue doing school visits. Or I do some graduation speeches and things at a few schools. You may see me there. So 1-868-472-4221. That's the number to reach out. Love and blessings, people.